Hello?
Hey, what's
Oh,
up?
okay. We're good. Every time I use Zoom, I'm like relearning
Hey,
how to do it
there we
and it
go.
pops up and I'm like, is my sound on?
Right.
Did
Yeah, no, sometimes like the person will pop up, but the audio is like lagging. So
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm like,
I'm in.
I
Just
don't know
like
if I
that.
should talk yet or wait till they can hear me.
Yeah.
Wow, my camera isn't working right now. Let me go fix that.
I'm gonna plug in my headphones. Make it easier. All right. We're waiting on everybody's coming. It's gonna be the full band. We're just
cool.
You could see me, right, Jenna?
checking.
I
Yeah,
can,
see
yeah.
you.
Nice.
Keep going.
I made
Sorry, I
it
wasn't ignoring you.
time to spare. It's all right. I'm Justin, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Are you guys all in New Jersey right now?
Yeah, like 5 minutes apart from each other.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if that. Jenna might be like a 3-minute drive from my house.
Yeah, we all live super close. It's like really convenient.
Are you guys near Summit and Chatham? Or is that
We're like
an hour from
away.
there.
Oh,
There
Yeah.
we go.
Hey, Ferd.
Why
Nope.
you live up there?
Oh no, I spent quite a bit of time there, like the past 2 years, because I know some people who live in that area, and I miss going there.
Yeah,
It's a nice area.
I love
It
Union
is.
County. That whole area is cool.
Yeah, like the houses are huge.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice up there.
Yeah, it's a really nice area.
All right,
So
hello,
Ferd?
everyone.
We played in Summit once.
We played at that like little
Mondo.
yeah, that's what it was called.
Oh yeah, Mondo.
Was so
Mondo
long
Burger.
ago. All right, we're just waiting on Matt, and then we'll be good to go. I'll text him.
I
Awesome.
miss that place.
Yeah.
Lance, I know the guy who bought you that hoodie.
Nice hoodie. I wear this thing like every day when I'm playing PlayStation. Like I think this is probably my most worn article of clothing.
Yeah, that's like me with my onesie, except I took it off for this.
I have a Fallout onesie.
I know, I remember.
Yeah, like
I
a
have-
jumpsuit.
I have a Destiny onesie that Jenna
really?
got me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got you that for free.
Yeah, you did.
Hello,
hello.
That's so
Hey.
funny. Hey,
Yo.
Maddie.
All right.
Hello.
The gang's all here.
Nice. I think it's the most people I've had on a Zoom chat, which is kind of cool.
At one time. It worked out. Yeah, we were all open today, so it worked out perfectly.
That's awesome. Well, thanks everyone for joining me on this Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
I accidentally minimized the screen with all the people on it. I left the chat.
How do I get
Oh,
to? I just have everybody individually.
I think
do
you
I
have to swipe up or something, or like there's something you do on the phone that's different. I'm on my
Something that
computer.
says, like gallery view.
It's all good. I'll go on the
Fair.
screen where it's one person.
That's fine.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's good. It's technology, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks again for joining me. I'm really excited to chat with you guys. Was really digging the latest single that you guys dropped, Desensitized. It's catchy, but I realized the lyrics are also personal. So
Yeah.
can you
For
talk a
sure.
little bit about the creation of the song?
Yeah. I'll start off. So our songwriting process kind of like changes a lot, but the normal kind of, I guess, style that we follow is Ferd will kind of write out a song and like do like the music in its entirety, and then we'll kind of get like clips and like hints of it, and then we'll be like, oh, like you got to send us it, and then like that's when I will write normally. Is
And
when I
we,
put my
usually just add stuff to like instrumentals, take out stuff to make it fit Jenna's vocals.
yeah, like we'll do like edits like after the song is done, and then if I have ideas, like that's how it'll go. So that was kind of the canvas for this song, was Ferd had wrote out this whole thing, and I was like, all right, like I'm gonna just like take it in, get a feel for the vibe, and you know, just see where it takes me. Like I didn't really have like a goal with the song. I was just like, I'm just gonna write. And I did, and like a lot of the lyrics, like it was kind of like a subconscious thing because a lot of it kind of just came out. And then when I really kind of took it in to what I wrote, I was like, oh damn, this is a lot going on here. Yeah. So I kind of like took that as a moment to address, you know, like what was actually going on in my life and like in my headspace and everything. So it was kind of cool to have it come together like that. Like I just kind of wrote what, you know, I was getting from what Ferd put together, and that was kind of just like the mood of the song turned into those lyrics, I guess. But yeah, we did that, and then when we brought it to the studio, you know, we made some change, like a few little changes, and kind of just put it together. We made, you know, those little edits here and there. But yeah, overall, as far as lyrics go, it kind of just was like a natural thing where it kind of spilled out, and I was like, you know, this is something I wanted to, you know, kind of just build off of when it came so naturally, and that's what we kind of made the whole center of the song. And you can see it in the music video too.
Oh yeah, how fun was the music video to make?
It was fun.
Very.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It's always a blast making music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys enjoy making music videos? Because I know some people say it can be like long hours. It could be like really hot out or really cold out.
We've always had good experiences with it, I think. We've worked with the same producer this whole time, pretty much, like except minus our first video. So we're really, you know, close with him. We know how he works. He knows how we work. So it always goes pretty smooth. It's fun. I would say like the longest hours we probably spent on a video was when we did Here Forever, which was off of our last EP.
Definitely.
Because that had like a bunch of locations and different things. But for Desensitized, it was all in one room. We did have to kind of experiment a little because of like the pandemic and social distancing and everything. Like normally in our videos, we're all in the same shot when we're playing, but this is the first time that we were all separate. Like every time the camera was on us, it was just one person alone in that area, which is what we wanted to do anyway. But it, you know, it obviously worked out with the pandemic, like having to be like that anyway. It was kind of like, oh, well, we wanted to do this to begin with. So it was, you know, it was kind of perfect.
That's awesome. And I know with, you know, shows on hold, at least there's, you know, other platforms to connect with your fans. So are you guys still doing Twitch and all that?
Yeah. Not as often as we want to. We were kind of on the grind for it for a while. But yeah, that's what we've been doing. It's been fun. You kind of connect with everybody on a different level on Twitch. So
Are you guys playing any recent video games?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I was playing Warzone right before this.
I played Call
still-
of Duty Warzone all morning.
I've
My
been hearing good
controller's
things
still
about
on.
that game.
It's fun. Just battle royale stuff. We do Fortnite.
A lot of Fortnite.
Sports games. I play NHL.
I
That's
just
about it,
finished The
really.
Last of Us, and now I'm obsessed with Destiny 2 again.
Nice.
again.
Always have been.
Yeah.
Been playing a lot of like Doom Eternal because the new DLC, the last DLC actually just came out like a little over a week ago, and I beat it in like 2 hours, which was kind of sad, but
Wow.
Damn.
it was the final DLC that I've been building up to since 2016, and I was like, that's it? Like, dang.
Kind of sad that all future Doom games are going to be only on Xbox now.
So
Oh, yeah,
Ferdinand,
sorry.
I've heard mixed reviews about The Last of Us. What was your take on that game? Did you like it?
I honestly don't know why people hated the second one. Like, when it got Game of the Year, so many people gave it crap because, like, they're like, oh, this game should have won. Ghost of Tsushima should have won. But I don't know, the storytelling and character development of that games is so, like, on point. Like, you feel attached to every character playing that game, even the ones you don't play as. Like,
I need
I
to
don't know.
play that now.
I keep
Same.
Dude, I keep telling you,
I know.
you gotta play
I
it.
just-
You gotta
I've been-
hype
I've
yourself
been on
up for
my,
the HBO series coming up.
I've been on my movie kick lately. I know. I got to get back on my video game kick.
Play
I'm
Last of Us so I can
definitely
take it
I'm gonna
back.
play it before the show comes out for sure.
Like, just
we have
play it-
time though. They just started
Just play it on the
announcing stuff.
easiest difficulty and just like blow through it. Like the story's phenomenal.
Yeah, I do the second to easiest I've been doing.
That's what I do anyway.
That's
if it's,
totally fine.
if it's that
Yeah.
kind of game, I go easy because I really just want to take it in and not have to stress about winning the game when it's really I just want to submerge myself and see what's
Yeah,
going
I don't
on.
really care about stuff like that. As far as like, if you play a game for the story, at least for me, like some people are like adamant about like doing like 100%ing the game or playing it on the hardest difficulties. Like I've never been one to really care about that as long as the story's good in the game. So if like the story's good, like that's for like Jedi Fallen Order. Like I've had issues getting through like certain parts and difficulty I was in. I was like, I don't really care if I play it on
I
easy.
played that on easy too. I played on story mode actually.
Yeah. So
Definitely
like
underneath easy, so you're like invincible pretty much.
Yeah,
Can you-
because like the
Can you
story in
change
that
it
itself is
mid-game?
good.
Yeah, you can change it while you're playing.
Oh, see, yeah, then
Yeah.
that's good. If you
I
get
broke my
pissed
game,
off
so-
going through something, you're just gonna set it on.
broke
Wait,
your
how
game,
did you
Justin.
break yours?
Because it's hard to get into. I did something wrong backwards, and now I'm stuck, and it won't let me go back.
Oh, I thought you meant you physically broke the disc.
Yeah, me
I mean,
too.
I might as well physically broke it because I can't finish the game. I'm telling you. Next
That
time you guys
sucks.
come over, I'm going to show you, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I don't know what I did.
I
And
can almost
can't, like,
guarantee
I
you.
can't like go back.
I can almost
I did a
guarantee we'll
walkthrough
get
and
there,
everything.
and Ferd will look at it, and then he'll fix it. Or like
Probably.
it's not broken to begin with.
More patience than I do.
So Justin, what movies have you been watching recently?
Oh my god, a lot.
Every day in the chat,
So-
he's like, "Watch this, watch this."
So I
Series after
recently
series too.
just got COVID. I actually technically still have it.
Oh no.
So yeah, I'm good now. I just have a little bit of a cough. That's why I keep kind of muting and like hacking my brains out if you saw that a few times. But anyway, yeah, I think I've watched like 20 movies in the past week or so, and it's like mostly I'm a huge horror film freak lately. So that's like pretty much all I've been watching are like all these different like horror films.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I binge a lot of shows too. You could ask them. I'll like finish like a show series in like a day. That's like 3 seasons.
3 seasons, each episode's like an hour long. You'll finish it in a day somehow.
Have you seen Cobra Kai yet?
Yeah, I
It
was
was-
watching that.
It was
recently.
it was so cheesy yet so incredible, and
I know,
I
right?
really enjoyed it.
I'm like,
I loved
It
it.
is.
Just,
I
like,
couldn't get enough of it.
it's so
There's
unrealistic
episodes.
at times, but at the same time, it's entertaining.
Yeah, there's episodes of it that I'm like, why am I watching this? But then I'm like, it's so good. I don't care, even if it's so lame at the same time.
Yeah, like the fight that
Really good.
happens at the school, and I don't want to give out any spoilers, but
that
You're gonna watch it
dramatic,
now.
In
the
the first
dramatic
season,
fall.
oh my god.
It was good though. I watched it. I
the
liked
first
it.
season ended like perfectly because it's like, all right, I have to watch season 2 now.
yeah.
I'm
How many
really
seasons
looking
are
forward. I don't know how many there are in full, but I know there's another one coming out. But I'm really looking forward to the new Ozark season, if you know what that show is on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I haven't finished
Yeah.
it yet, but what I've
Very
seen so
good.
far,
I
it's
need to
really
watch
good.
that.
It's up there. Season 2 was like definitely not as good as season 1, but the last episode of season 2 just like put it up there with like my top shows. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I literally have diners, drive-ins, and dives like on my screen right next to me, watching it. I've been obsessed.
That show
Oh
just
my
makes me
God.
hungry all the time.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
That and Kitchen Nightmares. I watch that shit.
Kitchen
all the
Nightmares is
time.
amazing.
I
Dude,
love
you
that
watch? Did
show.
you watch the Barbecue Showdown show on Netflix? That was like, I
No,
fell in,
I've
I
been
like
using-
fell in love with every character. It was amazing.
That's a thing.
I've been using
Yeah, it's so good.
I've been using Hulu more than anything else, really. 'cause,
Hulu's
like,
really good.
Yeah, I canceled my
actually
Netflix.
like it better than
membership.
Netflix. Netflix has been like sucking lately. I don't know.
Netflix was
yeah.
good until I watched everything.
Yeah, I've watched all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like because I know apparently Nickelodeon's supposed to be doing like something with Netflix. So like eventually all of Nickelodeon stuff's gonna be on Netflix. And like they're already starting, but like once like Drake and Josh and stuff get on there, I'll be
Oh my
I'll be
God,
using it
yeah.
a
Oh
lot
my
more.
God. Drake
I
and
want them to
Josh.
bring back all
Love
the
that.
old shows I used to watch in Nickelodeon, like
Oh.
Double Dare, Figure It
Yeah,
Out.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu has
my
like
God.
most of all that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on a huge Hey Arnold kick the other day.
Oh my god.
Do they have
It was
rocket
really-
power?
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, I think
No
they have like all
way.
the 90s. I think they have all the 90s mix.
Yo.
Yeah. And then I know I think it's HBO Max or Peacock. I think it's HBO Max actually. They have some streaming service. Yeah, I was watching like old Cartoon Network stuff. They had like Dexter's Lab, they had Ed, Edd n Eddy.
There's so many streaming services now.
It's
It's so
ridiculous.
pointless.
I
Yeah.
know. Wouldn't it be nice
crazy.
if there was just one streaming?
That's what I'm
service?
saying. There should be like one that just monopolizes and
One
just buys
Omega.
everything out.
Wait, they had that. It was called cable.
Yeah, true. On demand. Yeah.
That's
now
kind of how
everyone's, like,
Prime
money.
is. Prime has like everything all together except for obviously like Netflix exclusive and Hulu exclusive stuff. Like I'm always
Amazon
on.
or
I use
Google's gonna
Prime.
buy out
I
every
probably use
streaming
Prime the
service.
most.
I'm calling.
But I bought out
2030.
Prime. Like I bought Prime and then like every time we go to like watch something on it, you still have to pay for it, which makes no sense. Like there's things
Yeah,
like
it's-
things I
There's
want to watch,
certain
and it's like
stuff
Yeah.
that you need to pay for.
You gotta pay for
well,
membership.
everything I want to watch, like I still have to pay for it. So it's just a
Trust
waste.
me, I spent like $20 yesterday on watching stuff on Prime.
Yo,
so
yo, just watch the
It's
boys.
insane.
But,
Watch
yeah.
what? God.
I wanted to ask you guys, you guys opened up for some cool bands. Is there one show that was the most fun to you so far?
I think we can all probably have the same answer for
Besides
that.
Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, say Warped
For
Tour.
sure.
Because
Um,
that's like opening up for more than one of our favorite bands. That's like opening up for a bunch of our favorite bands.
Yeah.
So,
that was the best weekend of my life.
Just playing that festival
Yeah.
itself was like everyone's goal, pretty much. at the
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Like
And then just like opening up for bands that like made you want to go to Warped Tour in like in the first place. I remember A Day to Remember was literally the reason why I went to Warped Tour, and we played that day and opened up
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
so it's kind of just like full circle stuff. So that was really cool. I liked opening up for A Day to Remember.
Yeah. I'd say I don't remember which Starland show. It might have been Never Shout Never. I think that was a fun time.
oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
we played that.
Favorite people.
Yeah,
opened
that was a
for
good-
you,
that was-
never
that was a
listened
good
to
one.
Never.
I'd say we got received the best Starland show that like received well to us must have been the Work in Progress one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With Gaten.
Gaten.
Those were the top two Starland shows.
Yeah.
hmm
The Boys Like Girls show was fun. It was just like
That was our
We were
first time,
also-
and it was sold
yeah.
out.
We were so
Yeah.
nervous.
we were so nervous, and it was
Oh my
just like,
god!
I thought it was
threw
crazy
up.
how like someone saw the email and didn't say anything in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I'll never
Wait, what
forget
happened?
that.
We were like, guys.
And for the Boys Like Girls show, someone opened up the email but like didn't say anything in the chat until Jenna said something.
I don't remember
Really?
that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I
funny.
remember I went into the email that was like the show offer for the Boys Like Girls show when we opened for them. But the email was already open. Like it wasn't a new email. I clicked on it and I was like,
Guys,
who opened this and didn't say anything?
Didn't they give us like? Wasn't it like really short notice too?
yeah, it was like
No,
2 weeks
well,
away.
Yeah. So what
but
happened?
We didn't have
was
to like. We didn't have to
Was
sell
that-
tickets for it though.
No, we
no,
didn't.
because we won. We
Yeah.
won. We did that Starland battle.
I just
and
remember
then-
stressing about like taking off of work. That's how close
Yeah.
notice it was.
I think I think it was like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, because we won that, and then it was like you can play a Starland show. I don't know
So
if they
Ant just to
asked
play
us
the
which
Battle of
one.
the Bands.
Yeah, that's what. So like
We were
they
like,
asked us which
"Yo."
show we preferred, and we were like, well, the Boys Like Girls won't be sick, and then like they had to request it to see if like we could do it, and we ended up being able to do it, but it
was
was
just
like
them on
pretty
the
short
show, right?
notice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was just them.
Us and then them.
Oh no, there was a
No,
cover
there was-
band in between.
Was there?
There's like yeah,
Yeah,
they
there's
were
one
like
band in between.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
cool.
What was their name?
they were like a full cover band type thing. I can't remember
Oh,
what they were
yeah.
called though.
I
The Old
forget.
Fashioned. Wasn't
Was
it
that
the
what they were
Old
called?
Fashioned?
I don't
Oh
remember.
yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah, yeah.
God, that was
That
what,
sounds
like,
familiar.
5 years ago now.
Sick.
Yeah.
Dude, stop.
Yeah, that
We're
show
so
was
old.
was really awesome, and I loved Boys Like Girls when I was like in like 6th grade. So
Same.
I remember you saying that on stage. You were like, I was like here 10 years ago watching them, and now I'm up here.
yeah, it's so
Crazy.
crazy. But like that's the best part, like all these shows, like different bands that we opened up for, it's like each time has been like a full circle moment because it's all bands that like we grew up listening to, or
for sure.
there were some bands that like were up and coming when we all first met each other, and it was kind of like we would see these bands together, just hanging out, going to shows.
Yeah.
So is it's always cool getting to play for a band that you love. Always an awesome experience.
I'd say
I can
so.
imagine. Oh, that's awesome. And so what's next for the band? Are you guys still recording music that will be coming out soon?
We're working on it.
We
We're
have a
working on it,
song
yeah.
that's
Yeah, it's brewing.
close to completion. And
Yeah,
I'm very
we
excited
just started
about.
writing again, like more consistently, I should say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
And
it
then-
actually wasn't until recent we started like getting together again because of the pandemic and stuff, and
Mhm.
we wanted to wait to see till things kind of started to like go on the decline, and then
And then Justin got sick.
Justin got sick, and
Yeah,
we're
we had one
we're at
guy.
what appears to be square one again. So
That's
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, we wanted to like get back to writing and hopefully get into the studio again, because it's been so long and I really want to go back. That's like one of my favorite things to do, is going to the studio. So I think it should be soon though. It's looking up.
Mhm.
Yeah. Things
Yeah,
are
I think we're
brewing.
all seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and
God,
I
I think
sure
people
hope
are starting
so.
to be more
Yeah,
I'd say.
optimistic about, things getting back to normal,
Yeah.
or the new
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah,
The new
Yeah,
normal.
it's
For
definitely gonna
sure.
be different, but it's gonna be I think a lot better than the past year for sure.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
one thing that
anything
a lot. Oh, I'm sorry.
be better. Anything could be better than the past year as long as it's
I know.
progress.
Mhm.
So
No, I
crazy.
think a lot of people are saying I'm not going to take music for granted anymore, or like live music, I should say.
Yeah.
I think we could all agree on that.
Yeah.
Like even just the going to a concert was something that like personally I've done so much, and I'm just like, obviously even with playing it, it's like rather than like we're going to another show this week, like I can't even tell you how many bands I've seen personally and how many shows we've gone to, just from like local shows to actual shows and like these big concerts. Not to say that they're not
Local shows
It's-
aren't actually
no
shows.
versus like versus like playing in a basement versus going to an arena or going to a venue is what I meant. But you do it so much, and it's like, oh, I could always go to a concert next weekend or this weekend. Once
End up
the new
And it
rushing
got
normal,
taken away overnight.
yes, once the
Yeah.
new normal comes in, it's like people won't take concerts for granted anymore. You won't take seeing your friends or just like anything like that for granted, because like, yo, you went almost a whole year of just what we
More than a
had.
year.
Well, at this point, more than a year, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be so different going forward. But I won't take it for granted, definitely.
Yeah. I'm going to everything when they come back. 5
I know
nights.
it's-
I don't care.
That's a little drastic, but okay.
Everything.
It's like, yeah, it's like all the money I didn't spend on shows in the
Right.
past year that I normally would have, it's gonna be like quadruple when they come back. Like,
Oh,
some may
yeah.
be like, oh, like, I have work in the morning, so like, but I'm not gonna go. Oh, I like, sometimes when, like he was saying, if you kind of would take it for granted when it became so habitual to your life and it was second nature that oh, if you missed one, that's all right, I'll see them next time they come around, or oh, there's a show next week I'm going to, I'll just look forward to that. But then once it hit, it was kind of like,
Like,
damn,
there's
like a
nothing.
piece of my life has been taken away, and I totally
Yep.
didn't realize how much it meant to me.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna camp out in the woods next to Starland.
for every show, you're just gonna be in
No,
your
I'm just
tent.
gonna go live there.
It's
Oh,
a sketchy woods, dude. That like
can find a
junkyard, that
abandoned
random junkyard that's next door.
Yeah.
Dude, I parked in that one time. It was
Me
so
too.
weird. I was going to get like killed. It was like, what's
Yeah,
going
it's
on?
sketchy.
Yeah.
Junkyard. Dude, where's my
Yeah.
car? Oh my god, Matt, they destroyed your car.
Sounds like the
Looks
movie I just watched
Looked like
earlier.
Junk Junction.
Well, last question for you guys. What's currently on your playlist right now that you're really like? Is there a band or album you're really digging right now?
Really good.
Let's see.
I'll go first. So
Yeah.
I'm using like a temporary car right now, so I can't use Spotify because it's old and doesn't have an aux cord like outlet. So I've just been using all the CDs that Jenna gave me like 2 years ago. and I've had the Warped Tour 2012 sampler. I've been listening to Augment from Era. Two of the
I did
albums
not
from
give him the
King's
Era
Romans.
one.
You gave me the-
Thanks for the clarification, Jenna.
Yeah, no, I had that one. And you gave
Oh
me
my God.
the first two of Mice and Men albums. I've been listening to them a lot.
There you
And I
go.
just ordered.
Classic.
I ordered a CD the other night, like on the internet. That's how.
Wow.
desperate I
Wow,
am.
good for you.
Damn.
The new Era album just dropped like a week ago.
Amazing.
I was like, I have to listen to it while I drive. I have to.
Lots of rat rock. Now that you don't have you don't have a CD, you don't have a you need to use your radio. You can use the rat.
The radio's stuck on like AM, which I don't think the.
Oh
Rat's on.
God,
So
no.
it's like old
AM's like yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
anytime like I take a CD out, it just starts playing like gospel. I'm like,
It won't change. It won't change to FM,
no.
dude. That's crazy.
The car's broken. The CD player barely works. I have to press the button like 15 times for it to come out.
Oh,
That's so funny.
that must be from like the 90s.
What if it
It's
eats the
old.
CD?
It kind of eats the CD. I take it out. all right,
Comes out as a bite mark.
Yeah.
I put it in. I'm
What the
like,
hell?
I might not ever get this back out. So if,
Oh my God.
You know what was always horrifying was like when you already had a CD in there and you like instinctively like would go in to put another one and you would just like make that like that jam like
oh yeah,
oh my God, I'm gonna break both of these things. I've done that because the one CD player I had, you didn't have to press the button for it to like, you know, like be opened for you to put a disc in. That you would just insert it. And there's been so many times where I've like almost stuffed it in and like literally broke like the disc in half.
push it in.
My God.
Well, it gets to a certain point where you're like, oh, there's one in there. But it's not like a tape deck where it's gonna like eat up your tape. At least that
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh my God.
Yummy tape. Mm.
Who else? What else you guys listening to?
Oh,
I've been
Um,
jamming a lot of "Wake Up Sunshine" by All Time Low,
a good
and
one.
the Bank Camino. I know Julia Michaels recently put out a new track. Been jamming that too, and yeah, anything pop pretty much.
Drew.
I love pop music.
Nothing Nowhere put out an album recently I like a lot. I'm listening to that. Tiger's Jaw put out a new record that I liked. What else have I been listening to? Slipknot, which is, you know, I've been jamming them recently. Been listening
Always.
to Logic lately.
The Knot.
Yes, the Knot. I've just been kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it's like a
you know.
eclectic mix there.
Yeah. Yep, I'm all over the place. But yeah, those albums are good, and you know, I've been jamming.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've
you want to hang out
been
later and listen to Buckethead?
I'm down.
I've been listening to the band Teenage Wrist, which like I recently discovered maybe like a couple months ago. Like I always saw their name everywhere, but never listened to them. And then they started dropping like singles for the album they put out last month, and I was like yeah, I'm gonna check it out, and I really like it. I enjoy it. I've been listening to that a lot. So that's probably been like my main, you know, on repeat. I would
So
say.
they're called Teenage Wrist.
Yeah,
Nice.
weird
I'll
name,
check 'em
but
out.
Teenage Wrist.
but
I
they're
wonder-
really cool.
I wonder if they get teased about their band name like we do.
We always do.
Like, oh, well, what happens when you have an adult wrist or something like that? You know, like something stupid. It's like, okay, well, you know, we get teased for our name all the time.
I'm sure every
What's
band
good about?
there's something
Is
about
there
it
for the
that
teenage ankle.
Yeah, middle-aged ankle or something like that.
yeah, I think if you try hard enough, any band you could really
yeah.
make some kind of joke out of it. But we do get it a lot. So that's all right.
That's like the
I wish-
weirdest thing someone has said.
The
Oh
weirdest.
God.
Oh God,
I don't know if they're like weird. They're just
they're
like,
just lame puns. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
they're
just
lame.
lame.
it's
Where-
Won't be forgetting you guys.
Yeah,
yeah, like,
where did we
oh, I will
play
not
when
be
I asked-
forgetting your name. It's like, all right, like, go home.
Oh no,
Bye.
it was at Warped Tour, and
Oh, God.
I remember I was looking for the exclusive shirt with like all the bands' names on them, and this was at the 25th anniversary, and it was at one of the dudes at the Vans tent, and I was like, hey man, like my band played the festival, I'm looking for that show, and I'm looking for that shirt that has all the list of names on it, and he was like, he was like, "What's your band's name?" And I was like, "The Ones You Forgot." And he was like, "Oh, they must have forgot you." And I'm like, "Thanks, man. Appreciate it."
But they did it.
Yeah. Well, no, there was two shirts. There was one that didn't have our name on it and one that did.
Oh,
I didn't
and
know the
like
one
he
didn't.
actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
ones just
the
didn't have-
25th anniversary ones, and the ones at the Van's tent didn't have it or something like that. I
It
don't
was
know.
just Vans merchandise and like some shirts that just said Warped Tour on it.
Yeah, it was something.
It didn't
There
have
was
any-
2 shirts though. I know that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I was like, all right, man. Like, I just want to buy a shirt. Why are you roasting me?
Thanks, but like, can I have that shirt now? Like, that's so funny. Yeah, it's literally just like a series of lame puns. It's just like a lot of it just being, oh, I won't forget your name, or like, it's just dumb.
Get it
But
all
that's the
time, like-
irony in it, because that's what gets them to remember it.
Hopefully.
So, yeah, hopefully. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
They usually get the you wrong and change it to like I or they.
The ones that you forgot or something
Yeah,
like
the
something.
Yeah,
Ones
the
that
ones they
I
forgot, the
forgot.
ones I forgot. I was like, no,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
You forgot.
that's so funny. So we just call ourselves Toif because it's easier.
I love the like extra words, like the ones that I forgot. Like it's just no.
Yeah, like that was never
No.
there.
The best is
Yeah,
the
right.
ones that just don't make sense at all, like the ones you were forgot.
Your
That's
Dude, that
a-
happened.
That's a
That's so
spelling
funny.
issue.
Happened on a,
That's
typo.
happened on a flyer.
The ones, yeah.
The ones
That
you were
happened on.
forgot.
Wait, didn't that happen on the Warped Tour flyer? Our name was spelled wrong at first. We had to get it fixed, and it did say the ones you were
Oh
forgot.
yeah.
I think you're right,
Yeah.
actually.
But that's not a pronunciation issue. That's just a typo that the R just somehow makes it in.
All I
Ones
know
you
is I'm
forgot.
just so happy that we caught that before it got sent out.
oh my
Like
God.
instead of saying,
Yeah,
"Oh
it's-
yeah, they're fine," I would have been mortified. Like if we like they posted it and I was like, "Hey, we're playing Warped Tour," and it's like the ones you
not
forgot.
even the right name.
That would have been so embarrassing.
Nobody would have
Funny.
believed it too because it was announced on April Fool's Day. They would have been like, "Aha!"
Oh,
my
yeah,
God,
that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
right.
A bunch of people were like, "Yeah, say psych," like it didn't happen until
Yeah.
everyone thought we were lying when we posted it until they posted it. Like, and then they posted it first, but I mean, like the people
they
who
saw
saw our
theirs.
post before ours.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, so if you saw our post first, they're like, yeah, April Fool's Day. And then you see the Warped Tour one, they're like, oh shit. Like it happened.
So they thought it was an April Fool's joke.
Yes.
Yeah, oh,
yes.
yeah.
I had quite a few people be like, you're kidding.
Like good
Hmm.
one in your dreams, kid.
And then you gotta say in your face.
Yeah.
For
Exactly.
real.
Never
Nice.
That was
forget.
fun.
Well, guys, I really appreciate your time. It's been a blast chatting with you, and hopefully, once concerts happen again, you guys can come up to Boston and perform.
Yeah.
Ooh, Boston.
Yeah,
we,
we
love, we
played-
love Boston.
We've played in Boston, I think, like twice.
I think it was
Once.
once. Yeah.
Only once.
Why
played
have I
there
been
once.
there twice?
We played
Oh,
Massachusetts
Todd.
twice.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
First time we played in
played
East Wareham.
Yeah, we played like right outside the Cape.
Yeah, so we did play Boston once, but yeah, definitely when shows happen, we'll be there for sure.
Yeah, it was
dying to
definitely
get
one of
back
our
to
favorite
Boston.
spots to go. Yeah, it was one of our favorite spots when we went on tour. Yeah,
Where
Where did we
Boston's
play in
beautiful.
Boston? O'Brien's?
Yeah,
It was, like,
like
right
just
outside
outside
of
of
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played there.
Oh,
But,
The
nice.
pizza place was pretty good that
beautiful
we went
city.
to.
Yeah. Yo, honestly, my favorite part of Boston was Newberry Comics.
Oh yes, I love that store.
Loved that
Yeah.
place.
Oh,
That's-
What did we
Supposed
do?
to
We went to Trillium first
yeah.
thing in the morning. That was a really bad mistake.
Trivium?
Good move.
We were like falling asleep. Remember we were sitting at the table with
Dude,
Darren, and
I fell asleep.
I legitimately thought I was gonna fall asleep. I was so tired.
I think I had
Yeah,
one phone that's messed up.
He was like, nope, no coffee, just beer. Thank you.
We went to Starbucks after that because I was like, I need an
And we
espresso
met
or
up
we're in
with,
big trouble.
We met
Yeah,
up
we
with
met-
one guy there too. Oh, I forget his name.
Tommy.
Okay.
Oh, the dude from with Justin Courtney Pierre
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. He was at Starbucks. with us. That's right.
Yeah. Cool guy.
Cool guy.
Yeah, that was a great little tour that we did. It was
Sounds
a
That's
great
fun.
memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoyed
Yeah,
that
we
one a
just
lot.
went off.
I'm glad you have good exciting memories from Boston.
I had the best lobster roll of my life that day.
Oh yeah, Lance and I spent like $30 on a lobster roll, and it was
Yep.
fantastic.
Oh my god.
It was
we waited like 25 minutes for that.
yeah.
I think Matt, did we get hot dogs or something?
Oh yeah. We went to Faneuil Hall, and inside we went to that hot dog place, and it had
yeah.
like hot
Oh,
dog at
it's
It's very
bratwurst.
overpriced in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
sure
definitely-
was.
it's
But it
definitely
was
a
good.
tourist trap.
We were at
Oh,
the
yeah.
Cheers bar too.
Yeah, it's definitely a tourist trap in there.
Yeah. Cheers is a tourist trap too.
We had
Cheers.
fun at
Do that.
the
We were
Cheers
like,
bar, and Bill was talking.
We
to
asked
Alex.
our
Everything we
bartender,
did
like,
was
what
a
do we do
tourist
here?
trap.
And he was like, do this and do that. And I was like, all right, sounds good. But it all worked out.
Good times.
Yep. Someday we'll do it again.
Someday.
Someday.
Very soon.
Someday. It's mega dope.
Thank you so much for having
Yeah,
us.
it's
We
been a
really
blast
appreciate
chatting
it.
with you
Absolutely.
guys.
Thank you for having
thank
us.
you.
Thank you.
very much.